my channel. Today we are going to do a really fun get ready with me. I'm going to chat through all the products that I'll be using. I'm going to apply them, do all that fun stuff, and while I'm doing this I wanted to introduce you guys to Beauty Pie. This video is in collaboration with and sponsored by Beauty Pie, and it is, you can kind of think of it as Costco for beauty. You are getting luxury beauty products for a substantially discounted price as a member. So once you have the membership to Beauty Pie, you can shop the site and you're getting 70% off for discounts in terms of all the different products, which is just amazing. It's basically the first ever luxury beauty membership program like this, which is really cool. And I've tried about 40-ish of their products at this point, all different categories. So you've got like hair care, body care, fragrance, skincare, makeup. You've got pretty much every category, and I've tried so much and I've dwindled it down to about 7 or 8 products that I really love that I'm going to showcase across a couple of these different categories today. So with that said, let's get right into this and let's get me ready for the day. So first and foremost, we are going in with these incredible vitamin C and vitamin E super active capsules, pure double vitamin C and vitamin E. What I love about this capsule situation is that you get exactly how much vitamin C you need. Oftentimes, myself included, I pump like 4 or 5 times into my hands and I end up with so much product that I have to like rub it on other parts of my body because you just put too much on your hands. With this, you just cannot go wrong. You twist this top and easily just pump out all the product in the capsule. And I gently, you know how we do this, because it's a serum, we like to tap it into the skin, kind of rub it a little bit. But tapping serums into the skin really pushes the product deep into the pores in a very gentle manner. And don't forget the neck. Okay, so let's talk about this vitamin C and vitamin C in general. So if you guys are coming over from Instagram, from the blog, vitamin C is very important in the daytime. I say this pretty much every time I talk about vitamin C. It's one of my favorite things to apply in the daytime. Reason being is that vitamin C, just like when you feel a cold or you kind of feel groggy and you're like, maybe I'm getting a cold, maybe I'm getting sick, you take Emergen-C. Vitamin C is the same thing for your skin, except you want it every day because every time you go outside, every time you get in the car, every time you're in pollution, you're in the sun, all of these things, your skin is being stressed. That's an environmental stressor. It's experiencing essentially stress. What vitamin C does is it prepares your skin to be prepared for those stressors throughout your day. And they're inevitable. Every day, whether you're just inside with AC or the heat on, that is also a stressor to your skin. So vitamin C is really helping your skin in that way, which is why I'm so adamant about applying it in the daytime in particular. You can of course apply it as well at nighttime, but daytime is so important because it's going to help your body process these stressors throughout the day. So I love these capsules in comparison to other vitamin C's because I've tried so many. It's probably one of my favorite things of skincare is vitamin C in particular. This is a beautiful formula. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. It's kind of that perfect in between. I like that it blends really nicely into the skin, and it has a little bit of this emollients to it, but it's also mattifying, and it's already dried into my skin at this point. It's not left greasy, there's no residue. It really just dissolves beautifully, but it also has a nice hydrating formulation. Very lightweight, you really can't tell that you've put anything on. It's just nice and kind of pressed it in there. Now in terms of the smell, there is no strange smell. I know a lot of you guys have commented about other vitamin C's in the past and how they smell slightly unpleasant. This one doesn't really have any sort of unpleasant smell to it. It's not super lingering, nothing of that nature. It's just really nice and hydrating personally for me. And I do like how it blends into the skin. It kind of gives you like this nice base, almost as if it's a primer for your skin. So this vitamin C over other vitamin C's, personally, I would go with this one. The price is incredible. I will include all the pricing, membership and not, on screen so you guys can see because the difference is just incredible. You really do want a membership to Beauty Pie. Giving that membership to you is really going to get you high quality products at a much more discounted rate. And when it comes to vitamin C that's actually efficacious and potent, it's really hard to find one that's anywhere under like $180, that is truly really good vitamin C. So I highly recommend this one. Probably my favorite product out of all the Beauty Pie products that I've tried, and I've tried everything across, you know, all the different categories they have. They do have a lot of options. This vitamin C is definitely ADA approved. The next two products are going to be specific to another one of my favorite beauty rituals, which is self-tanning. I already mentioned the sun. Vitamin C helps a little bit, not 100%, obviously still wear your SPF, but because I do not like any sun damage, and in case you guys don't know, about 80% of your skin's actual aging, when you see crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, sunspots, all of that stuff, darkness, redness, pretty much everything, typically about 80% of that damage is from the sun. So I like to stay out of it, which is why I like self-tanner, because I love being tan without actually having the sun damage. QN Beauty Pie's two different tanning products, not necessarily both tanning. This is the self-tanning face drops. The other one is more of this beautiful bronze glow. But in terms of this tan, in comparison to others, because I'm really adamant about facial tanners, I always like that my skin is a little bit more tan. And I find that my body, anytime I run outside or anything like that, gets tan pretty quick, but my face, I keep my face and my neck out of the sun because that area ages and gets all that sun damage much more than maybe the rest of your body would. These are the Awesome Bronze Sun-Kissed Glow Self-Tanning Drops, and they also have hyaluronic acid as well as the red seaweed extract. Beautiful formulation, super lightweight and thin, and I have to tell you, in comparison to a lot of the self-tanning products I've used, this almost doesn't even have a scent to it. Again, I know people are very particular about smells, especially when you're putting something on your face. You don't necessarily want to smell something that's unpleasant all day. This one really doesn't have a scent, and I've been surprised by that because it does give you a beautiful glow. The more drops you apply, of course, the deeper the glow and the tan is gonna be. I tend to go in with about 5 or 6 drops and just place it right here in the hand. I rub it between my palms, and then I make sure to do a very even application quickly because you do want to wash your hands after you use this. So oftentimes what people will forget is you do want to apply on the eyelids, okay? Because otherwise the rest of your face is going to get so tan, and you want to go kind of all the way to your ears. Again, people kind of tend to stop like right at the edge, but then you can see that line once you get the tan. So do that eyelid under the eyes, make sure your eyes are closed, and then any of the excess kind of go down the neck. And I'm gonna go in one more round because, in case you don't know, I like to be extra, extra tan. Bronze Goddess Glow, here we come. And if you have any dry patches on your skin, make sure that you did hydrate those areas because you don't want it to turn out patchy. Typically what happens for me is right around the mouth, it's a little bit drier, so I do moisturize this and make sure that I don't have that patchiness. But yes, go down your neck, make sure you're thinking of all the places that would make sense for the sun to kind of hit all at once. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, product is now on my face, hands are dry. Have to go wash them because you don't want your hands to turn super tan in comparison to the rest. So I will be right back. Okay, so those are the two skincare items. We went in with those self-tanning drops. They've got the hyaluronic and then also the vitamin C and E. Next thing is this candle. So lots of options when it comes to fragrances. And I have to say, this candle is a beautiful gift. The packaging itself, because it's rose gold, is obviously very pretty, very chic. It's one of those candles that you don't even necessarily want to burn because it looks so beautiful. This is the Casa Coco candle, and it smells incredible. It smells like summertime. It's got a little bit of like that tropical island vibe, but also a little bit of sweetness. So it's a beautiful mix. I think this would be a really nice gift for pretty much anybody, but also who doesn't love candles? And I feel like every time I've ever done a giveaway of any kind with candles, you guys lose your minds. So I think I'm not the only one here who absolutely loves candles and wants to have them burning in every room and have like a different vibe. But this one, very beautiful, very clean, really well executed with this gold packaging as well. So even if you are a member of Beauty Pie, you can obviously shop all this stuff and gift them to family and friends, because candles are always a good gift idea. If you don't know if someone loves their skincare, if you don't know if they love body butters and all these other beauty products, they will always love a candle. Trust me. So another really good way to make use of your membership once you become one. So wanted to mention the fragrance because, again, you guys always lose it over candles, and I can understand why. We all want our houses to smell good. You want to cover up like all the food you've been cooking, all the fast food you've been hoarding. You want to just cover all that smell up. So beautiful candle there. We're going to move into body products now. And I think that in terms of these two products in particular, I think they do a really good job. And what I really like about this one, again, we're going back into like this tan situation mode. This is the Awesome Bronze Luxe Shimmer Oil Body Balm. And it has deep nourishing vanilla and coconut milk. First of all, everything that they do smells incredible, but keep in mind these are clean ingredients. They don't have any of those nasty ingredients, parabens, sulfates, all of that stuff. But this smell is incredible, and you can actually see how beautiful this formulation is. It's got like beautiful glimmer and shimmer right inside, and it looks like chocolate. This looks like a cake batter. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a little bit of this application just up here on the arms, and you can see it's got a really nice glow to it. But man, it is so hydrating, so nourishing, and it does give a little bit of a beautiful sheen to the skin, but also a little bit more color and evenness. So I don't know if you noticed, but I do have a little bit of redness here. We're gonna apply this here, and I'm gonna show you how this can actually help cover it up and make everything look a little bit more even toned, even on areas that could have gotten a little bit more sun throughout the day. But super hydrating formulation, I think that's the most important thing, but you also get a little bit of that shimmer and glow as well. So it's kind of a nice multitasking product, and it smells like a sweet cake. It's just incredible. So let's try this right on the chest, kind of show you what this can look like if you want to cover up a little bit of redness and give it a little bit more glow instead. We're gonna let it settle in for a second. My skin is very sensitive, so anytime I apply anything, it always gets even more red before it turns normal. I just can't even explain how amazing this smells. So we're gonna let that sit for a second. Very nice and hydrating. I have noticed I've been getting a little bit more dryness on my arms, so I've just been applying this during the day. And I do find, for me personally, this is a tip, I don't know if you can take it or leave it if you want. I do take off all the rings when I'm doing typically the self-tanning drops, because then you gotta wash your hands and you don't want any of the product to be like stuck on the inside of rings, because then you may still end up with a little tan ring. So taking those off, and then with this as well, it's just easier to blend everything together without having like metal hitting against metal. So just a little tip, take the rings off before you're applying all this stuff, but man, this just smells so, so good. Next thing we're gonna do is go in with the Super Retinol Anti-Aging Hand Treatment. So this has a bio-pseudo-collagen and shea butter. I don't think I've ever met a shea butter that I did not like. but this also has retinol, which is perfect for the hands. Remember that there's a couple areas of your skin and your body that age the quickest because the skin there is very thin. So you want to treat it with extra care, but also treat it with products that are a little bit more lightweight. So those areas would be under your eyes, that's very thin, so you don't want to tug it too much when you're removing makeup. You don't want to put really thick, like shea butter type creams under that under eye area, just because it's going to be too thick, it's not going to be able to absorb. And then you've got your neck. The neck is, again, very, very thin in comparison. You see a lot more fat on the face than you do down here. Be very gentle with this area when you're working with it, when you're doing whatever, and also with the sun. These areas will age faster. That's why oftentimes you'll see sunspots, crow's feet, all kinds of damage in this under eye area, because the skin is just getting damaged the same way the rest is, but it's just adhering that damage long term. Same here. And then hands. It is very interesting when you see people today who maybe did their skincare, but they never applied it down their chest and they never did it on the backs of their hands. The backs of your hands, again, have very, very thin skin. And I've had people in the past ask me, why are eye creams even a thing? Why are they so important? And I've asked a couple different doctors and dermatologists of like, how do you explain this to people? Because people just say like, just put the same moisturizer over the rest of your face. But that area does not get to be treated the same way, because when you think of your hands, you are using the inside of your hand to grab and hold, and that is like the rough part. This is when I'm at the gym, this is what I'm using to grab things with and hold on to weights, etc. You don't do that with this side, and this skin is so thin. So if you don't take care of this thin skin on the back, you are going to have a lot of aging over the years. And I don't know if you guys have seen this little video on TikTok, but a woman put eye cream and moisturizer on one hand for 10 years and she did not put it on the other. There's a substantial difference when you see that. It's the same thing with sun damage. One side of the face, super sun damage from driving. Other side is not as bad because it didn't get that damage. So just take care of these very sensitive areas. So for this, why I really like this particular hand treatment is because it does have retinol, which we know vitamin A is very good for anti-aging, but it's also got that collagen and the shea butter. And again, you want something that's lightweight. So this formulation is very thin, but it soaks into the skin beautifully. Shea butter has a little bit more of that long-lasting element, but it's also not greasy, and it does dissolve into the skin really nicely and still gives you a little bit of that glow. So it's kind of a win-win. You can put this on at nighttime when you're getting into bed. You can do it in the daytime if you're feeling like your skin is dry. Summertime and wintertime, hands and like kind of the whole body starts to dry up a little bit. So it is the perfect scenario for some nice hydration right on the hands, because again, a little extra TLC to the neck, under eye, and hands, because they are thinner in that sense. The final area that I'm going to cover is going to be makeup. I have 3 products, but I'm going to put on a little bit of foundation, a little bit of mascara, and then we're going to get into the rest of the makeup and kind of how this summer bronzed goddess like situation comes to life. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you up close and personal is this incredible palette. We've got, obviously you can see 2 blushes, 2 different shades, and then we've got this highlighter and bronzer. Absolutely incredible. This is really a great option for travel in particular. You do have a nice mirror. I don't like to take off the actual peel packaging from a mirror situation until I absolutely need it. So when I travel, when I probably go to New York in a couple weeks, I will take this off. But for now, I want to keep it pristine. So what I like to do is figure out what kind of blush I'm going to go for, and then I kind of shape the rest of the face around this. And this highlight is very beautiful. It's long lasting, and if I use the exact brush, I love a thinner brush that just gets right on the apples of the cheeks, and then I like to go in under the eyebrow, kind of highlight up here, if I'm not going to do any sort of eyeshadow, because this look is more of like literally like a summer sun-kissed bronze goddess situation where you're not necessarily trying to put in a ton of effort with eyeshadow and like liner and all this other stuff. It's like you just look bronzed and you look really healthy and glowy. So with that, I'm going to take a look around and see which brushes I want to snag, and we're going to get started with blush first, and then we're going to do something really fun. Okay, so to remind you guys, this is the Glow All Super Powder face palette. The highlighter is Cool Beams. The bronzer is called Buddha Bronze. And then in terms of the blushes, the one over here is Fever Peach, and this one is Super Juju. So I'm gonna go in with Fever Peach, and I'm just using a nice fluffy brush, and I'm just going in to the apples of the cheeks to give myself this really nice kind of sun-kissed situation. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful peachy pink here. The other one is a little bit more coral, and for me personally today, I kind of like this peachy pink situation. And I am gonna go in with like a peachier pink lip. So what we're gonna do now is I am going to take a little bit of the blush and I'm gonna sweep it over the nose. I know sometimes people don't wanna have like a sunburnt look, but I actually find that it is helpful to have just a little bit of redness right there, because it does make this look a little bit more summery. Bam. Okay. Next, what I'm gonna do, this is another product. This is probably another one of my favorites as well. This is the Beauty Pie Quick Color Contour Super Gel. We're gonna talk about a couple things here. So this is really easy for travel. Really nice applicator. Here's the really cool part. You can actually see this situation basically locks and unlocks, which is so nice for when you're on the go and traveling. And we are going to do a little contour line, and I will tell you, a little bit does go a long way. Okay, a little goes a long way, do not worry. And then I go in with like a really nice buffer brush, because this is the best way you're gonna be able to work the product in. And then I kind of just gently lined this entire forehead area to really just truly contour and not just bronze the face. Okay, so you can now see, blend it in on this side, still got it on this side, but it gives you a really nice sculpted situation going on here. Just gives like really nice definition and gives a little shadow. And if at any point you kind of put too much on, do not fret, because you can always go in and just kind of play around with it and just kind of go in with your foundation. But it just gives you a beautiful sculpted chiseled look. That's really what I'm trying to go for here, a little chisel. And then if you've covered up any of the blush, which I still have a little bit on, I kind of like to just go in and sweep a little bit more. Just being a little extra because I'm on camera, you know. Normally I'd be like, no, I'm good, I don't need any more blush, but because I'm on camera, I just being a little bit of a diva. Look at that. So nice. So we're looking bronze, we're looking chiseled. What I'm gonna do next, another beautiful product, very easy, so it's kind of like the little duo situation here with the contour and the highlight. This is the Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand. Same infrastructure here with the twist off, open, close. We're gonna press it a little bit Got a little product on here, and then I'm just gonna dot kind of the tops of the cheekbones and then go under the eyebrow like I mentioned. So a little under the eyebrow, and you can really see the difference. Like, you can see how impactful this is going to be, and what I'm gonna do in terms of my method is go in with fingertips to blend this out a little bit. Fingertips give you a really nice natural look. And what I really like about these products is that they are cream. And then if your skin tends to be more oily or combination, you may have an issue kind of keeping everything on. I always like to go in with powder on top. So it's kind of a nice way to secure the makeup and keep it all on for longer. So you're gonna see this side a little bit easier now because my vanity is over here. And I know for me personally, it's kind of my pet peeve when people look in the viewfinder. So I don't want to do that to you guys. So you can see the beautiful glow of the product. And then we just are going to blend it into the cheekbones, blend it in under the eyebrow. And it just gives you such a beautiful sheen and glow. And honestly, if I'm on vacation, I'm just going to take a little bit of this product and put that on my eyelids. We don't need to get crazy and do, 17 blended eyeshadow shades. Like, you don't have time for that on vacation. That is not what you want to be doing. You want to be drinking margaritas and rosé and enjoying the sunshine and the pool and the beach, not blending for an hour. So just a really nice glow here. And you know we love a multitasking product, let's be honest. Let's be honest. This would also be beautiful if you did want to go in with eyeshadow for nighttime. Beautiful in this inner tear duct area of your eye to give that pop. It's still one of my best tricks. Makes you look so much more like done up, just with a little pop of a bright highlighter shade in that inner corner. So there we have it. We've got highlight, we're glowing, we're bronzed, we're chiseled. We went with a contour, a little blush. Whatever you feel like you need more of, now's the time. For me, I'm gonna sweep a little bit more blush here. And it just blends so beautifully in with the highlight. Fix whatever you wanna fix. Okay, a couple little tricks here. So what I'm gonna do, I mentioned layering on top with a little bit of powder. I'm taking the highlight from the palette and I'm gonna go in on my eyelids because my eyelids do get greasy. They get greasy. So we're just gonna go in with a little bit of the powder on top of what I applied with the wand. Just to kind of set things in place for a little bit longer. And it's just really nice and natural. It's really the only way I know how to go. And then I'm gonna take the same small eyeshadow brush and I'm going to do just a light dusting right here on these cheekbones. Again, this is going to help set this area. If you're in a very humid place, this is the best tip I can give you. This is something I've taught or I've learned from many different makeup artists. You really just want to layer it, that powderiness on. It's going to help the liquid kind of solidify and stay in place just a little bit longer. And you could, of course, always just go in with powder only, but I just find that the wands, they did such a beautiful job with the wand itself. It's so like useful and it makes sense, it's pragmatic, but powder just kind of gives you that little extra protection. And there you have it. We've done quite a bit, but I am bronzed, I'm ready to go. I didn't try very hard, but it looks like I'm nicely bronzed. I've got the body situation going with the little glimmer lotion. I put self-tanning drops, so I'm gonna get a nice tan, even though I will probably wear a hat or some kind of protection no matter where I am. I don't like the sun on my face, but you've got the makeup on, you've got a little protection, and I'll just quickly walk through each of the products I used, and also give you one final mention of how you guys can get signed up for Beauty Pie because it is such an amazing membership program. Okay, just took a quick look. I'm loving this highlighter situation. I look bronzed, glowy, healthy. The highlighter is just doing all sorts of magic here. So beautiful combination of the two. So let's quickly walk through all the products I used and mentioned. I started off first with the Beauty Pie Vitamin C. It's the pure double vitamin C and vitamin E. Beautiful formulation, comes in this capsule form so you know exactly how much product to use. It's very lightweight, just kind of blends beautifully into the skin, efficacious as well, doesn't have a weird smell. I then went in with the Awesome Bronze Sun Kissed Glow Self-Tanning Drops. Again, no weird smell, blends beautifully. Make sure to wash your hands after the application. I also applied the Awesome Bronze Luxe Shimmer Oil Body Balm. Beautiful. Look at this whole bronze. Arms are nice and hydrated, feels really good, feels lightweight, blended in beautifully. It's not sticky or anything like that. Gives you a nice little sheen. I mentioned that they also have fragrances. This candle is amazing. Fill all your houses and homes and gift bags with candles. They're beautiful. Then we went in with the Super Retinol Anti-Aging Hand Treatment with Bio-Pseudo Collagen as well as shea butter. Again, very hydrating, beautiful formula, blended into the hands very nicely, very easily. I almost feel like my hands are now so much more hydrated, and they have a little bit of residue, but it's not greasy. Like, I can still do everything I was doing with you guys and showing you. So beautiful formulation there. Then we went in with all the makeup goods. So we had the Glow All Super Powder Face Palette. It had 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlighter. And then this magical duo, which is honestly, I feel like this is the star of the makeup. We've got this is the Quick Color Contour Super Gel. And both of these are awesome because they have an on and off little switch inside, which is really cool for travel. That way, when this gets pressed and it's in your suitcase or whatever, it's not going to ooze all the product out. So I really like that application method, very travel friendly. It's also really nice just in your makeup bag. Sometimes things fall apart and squeeze out just because you tried to put so much stuff in there. So very, very practical there. The contour, I went in, did my own personal contour thing that I like to do for myself. You can do it on your nose, you can do it wherever, go down further your neck. I did what I like. And then I also used the Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand, which is just incredible. Again, you can apply this on your nose, like right above here, like on your lip, Cupid's bow, whatever you want to do, however you apply your contour and highlight, all up to you. I did it my way. I also think this is beautiful for your eyelids as well as the inner tear duct of your eye. Just kind of depends on what you're going for. So those were all the different products, all beautiful across different categories, and I cannot recommend Beauty Pie enough. Again, I have tested and tried a lot of their different products. These are kind of like the best of the best that I wanted to showcase and give you like a little bit of a routine. I will have a code for you guys, ADALETASENTME, which will give you $10 off your purchase. If you guys have any questions, as always, let me know in the comments. I will have each of these products linked in the description box below, as well as more information and the discount code for Beauty Pie. And I want to know what your favorite thing was that I applied today. Tell me. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.